In this video we're going to look at how to solve equations where they're in the form x plus a equals b or x minus a equals b, where a and b are known numbers. So let's look at some examples. All the examples we look at here are either going to be x add a number equals a number or x take away a number equals a number. Now the thing that we're going to do to help us here is understand that the opposite of adding is subtracting and the opposite of subtracting is adding. Because if we do something and then do the opposite, it gets rid of it. It cancels it out. So let's look at our first example. X add 3 equals 10. So how do we cancel out adding 3? Well, we subtract 3, and I encourage you to do this with a gap in between so we know that they're not directly connected. I encourage you to show what it is we're doing to get from one line to the next. So taking away 3 cancels out the adding 3 and changes the 10 to a 7. Let's look at our next example. X add 12 equals 27. Well, how do we cancel out adding 12? What's the opposite of adding? It's subtracting. So we're going to subtract 12. That cancels out the adding 12 and changes the 25 to 13. Let's look at one more example. X take away 4 or subtract 4 equals 10. Well, how do we cancel out subtracting 4? Well, we add 4. That cancels this out and changes the 10 to a 14, because we've got to do these things here to both sides, so they not only cancel out the thing we were doing before, but they change the size of the thing on the right hand side as well. And finally, one more example. X take away 9 equals 1. So what's the opposite of subtracting 9? Well, it's adding 9. That cancels this out and changes the 1 to a 10. I hope you found the video helpful. In the description below you'll find some links to some practice questions and also the answers to go with those questions. Stay in Infield with Winfield.